Staar have released their new ICL injector. Let's have a look and see how it works. So step one is to fill the cartridge with viscoelastic. So you see we put a little bit just in the tip and then a little bit where we place the ICL. We then go ahead and get the ICL out as normal. So here I'm using the plunger, gently teasing the ICL out of the container. You see it come up to the tip very shortly. We then grab it with forceps and being very gentle, we then place it in the open cartridge. So you see it going in now. We then tuck it underneath the leaflets. So both sides have to be underneath the leaflets. Spend a bit of time doing that. And also just making sure that the lens is actually mobile. A little bit to and fro once it's in there. Once we know both sides are in, we then gently close those leaflets and you should hear a click sound as we do that. We then take the injector and pull out the plunger and put the cartridge into the nozzle. And then it's a bit more viscoelastic just at the end. Once that's done, we then depress the plunger and push the ICL forwards, and you can see it coming out into the nozzle, into the tip right there. And then we're ready for the procedure. So now we proceed to the patient's eye. And here you can see I'm marking the 0 and 180 axis, and then we use a heads-up display to mark the eventual axis the ICL will sit on. This is a toric ICL to correct astigmatism as well. So we made our initial incisions. And then here comes the injector. So we put it into that incision and then gently depress the plunger. And the ICL is coming out in a nice controlled manner. We want to make sure it comes out the right way up. And there it is in the eye. We then use our paddle to make sure it's behind the iris. And then we just orientate the ICL to make sure it's in the correct axis in order to correct the astigmatism. We then take out the viscoelastic, check the wounds, a little bit of antibiotic, and that's the end of the procedure. All that's left now is to enjoy the world in HD vision. Thanks for watching.